Welcome back, people of the Republic, to train tutorial number 3. Today I'll be covering chain signals and how they work. So for this I've set up a basic track as before. We have two trains running back and forth from this station to this station, and they're happy now. But I want to add a third station on the main line, and I also want to add a third train servicing this station and the main one over here. This creates a lot of problems, as we kind of have to seal off this station from the main track, and with normal block signals this will create a kind of a problem. So I'll just demonstrate right now. Placing a signal right over here creates a block over here, and this train will happily enter that station, and as soon as it passes this signal the next one will follow, and they end up head to head over here at the signal. This of course is not what we want, as this will screw up the line and make a third train really impossible to run, even though it might get past this one here. So now the trains will end up head to head, and that's it for this track. Nothing works anymore. So I'll just reset this situation and I'll be back in a few seconds. And we're back. The trains are running happily again on their little track, and we'll now take a deeper dive in what chain signals do. For this we'll firstly replace both of the signals on the track, and as you can see nothing really changed, as the signals are still signaling that there's a train on this track. This one's green, as the station over here is still empty. But something has changed. These signals look ahead for another chain signal. So in order to seal off this station, I'll place a signal right over here. And what this does is this signal will now look if this side of the track is empty, and this signal will look if either of those both tracks in the station over here are empty. So as soon as this train enters that station and leaves again, you notice a color change in this signal. There it is, it's blue, and this indicates that on the other end, where the other chain signals are, there's at least one free passage to take. And this is very important for these kind of junctions over here. So we'll place another chain signal right over here, and now we are all set up for the third train on the track. So basically what we're doing now is, as soon as there's a train in here, everything will be red. But as soon as this train basically leaves the middle block, this signal will tell that train that there's another free place at the station over here, and likewise for this train over here, once the third train is up here. So let's free the third train from the station, from the depot. It's already programmed to run to the top station and back down. Hang on. So now the train is in the middle section. These two trains have red lights. As soon as it enters this block, one of the trains will start, in this case the third one. And now as soon as the third train will enter this block over here, the only signal will be green or blue, better, is this one, as this is the only free place on the station. So for another way to make this visible, I've built this merry-go-round track. At the bottom there are block signals, at the top part there are chain signals. And as soon as I put on the track indicator, you can clearly see the signal colors if you look here. So down here in the block section, the train always gets a red signal in each block if the next block isn't free. So here we have a nice waiting line for trains servicing the station. And on the top line we have the chain signals. So this train over here is waiting until the chain signal signals that this block is free, and this block is free, and this block is free, until it finally reaches a block signal which kind of encapsulates the stations at each end. So yeah, there you have it. So what else can we do with chain signals? This is a basic setup of a T-intersection where the trains are using one-way tracks, either going south to north, north to south, east or west. And the chain signal basically shows the train if their exiting track is currently empty, otherwise the train will not enter the T-section. So for example, if we would use a block signal down here, the train would still enter this T-intersection, even though this track up here might be occupied, but it would enter because this track over here would be empty. And this is not what we want, as the train would block up this intersection and basically block up all the other trains. Of course, there are a lot of different variations. You can build this up for a four-way intersection or even more. There's other designs with a roundabout in the middle where the train can actually change direction. But for now, this is basically the chain signal as you might initially use it. Of course, you can make further intersections here. So the train could enter, let's say, this curve. A second train could then already travel north. This is just one train at a time. So I hope you liked this tutorial. Be sure to give a like button and a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.